The one thing that separates people from who are trying to be on self-improvement to people who actually are in self-improvement is their consistency. If you can't be consistent with doing your self-improvement practices day in and day out, you aren't properly on self-improvement. Self-improvement is not a thing that you want to try out whenever you feel like it. It is a way of life. So you can really tell that the main thing that you should be striving for in self-improvement is to level up your consistency. You need to find a way to consistently get your lifts in, your meditations in, time spent working on your business or improving on a skill, and every other self-improvement practice. Luckily for you, I'll give you all the information that I'm using to be consistent on self-improvement that has gotten me habit tracker results just like this. And since we just mentioned them, let's get into the first step, start a habit tracker. What a habit tracker is, it's essentially like a tick mark chart for the whole month filled out with the important habits of self-improvement. On mine, I'd recommend you at least put lifting, meditation, journaling, reading/working on a skill. And then on the left-hand side, you would put on every single day, just the numbers of the days, 1 through 30, and then on the top you list your habits, and then you kind of connect those two boxes together just like so on the screen. What this does is that it gives you visual representation of whether you are doing your habits or not. The red X's you're getting on your habits is going to start motivating you to get green checks, and the green checks you're getting is going to motivate you to get even more green checks because it just looks sick. I mean, damn, look at this, bro. All that consistency is just showing through this little paper, and it makes you feel so damn good about yourself. Set this up where you can constantly see it, preferably your room. Mine's right there. And then have your markers or whatever utensil you're going to be using to mark your X's and checks right next to that habit tracker. Now the next thing that you can do is set up a timetable. You're familiar with timetables already. It's exactly what we had in school. Think about it. 3rd period was math. 7th period was PE. And you would know the specific times of all these classes, all these periods. Well, I ask you to do just the same thing but into your habits, your tasks for the day. Set up time frames for all tasks of the day, such as lifting at 3, meditation at 5, and everything else. Now yes, you may be going, oh my goodness, but what if my life gets in the way? I can't live by this perfectly all the time. Yes, life will get in the way at some point, to the point that you can't perfectly live by this timetable every day. But the point is to not live by this minute by minute, but rather to have a thoughtful say in what you're going to be doing with your time going forward all day, every day. Now how to set this up? Well, it's fairly simple. Basically, you want to do this by 2 boxes. You can literally just split a line down in the middle of a paper and just like that. And now you're going to make columns. On the left side, you're going to put your task, and on the right side, you're going to put the exact time of this task being done. And you're going to keep doing that for every single task of your day, from the time you wake up, from the time you go to bed. That's all it takes to set one up. Now you're going to have to experiment with this timetable, of course. You're not going to know exactly how long it takes to do certain tasks from the get-go. You may say you want to read 25 pages of a book within 40 minutes, but you might find out that it takes an hour, so you have to change it from 3 to 4 instead of 3 to 3:45. Just things like that. The third thing you can do is set up tasks for the next day before you go to bed. Most of it, if not all of these tasks, can be based on your timetable. You can write these daily tasks in a journal, or what I recommend is to make a to-do list on your notes app, or even get an app called Notion. It basically operates as a notes app but on crack. Now the best thing that I found from this particular step is not only does it give me a visual representation of my consistency, but it also actually helps with my meditation and my sleep because it relaxes my brain from thinking about tomorrow because I know what's in store for me already for tomorrow. But in general, this just motivates you to do your tasks because it'll be in your face telling you whether you've done everything that you've set out to do for the day or not. And that's it. Combine these 3 tools and you have 3 perfect visual representations of your consistency. You'll know if you are doing everything that you set out for the day or not based on these 3 tools. The habit tracker, hang it up in your room so you can see it all day. For your timetable and your task for the day, put it on the Notes app or on Notion and have that in your pocket at all times because that's where your phone is, right? Basically, you want these tools to be all around you. There will be no escape from them. But that's all I have to say. These are the 3 tools that I've used to really up my consistency on self-improvement, and I highly recommend you use them. But that'll be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.